All right?
16.
So we're fruit inspectors. That's the point I'm going, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, and just to encourage,
Yeah, it's true.
right? What are you going to do?
I got it.
Yeah, you got it? Read it.
It says, Matthew chapter 7, verse 16, "Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles?"
Yeah, so basically, by what they're doing, you're gonna know them. Like that's how you know them in the Lord. If the man of the Lord, the time we should take a vaccine, and that's against our law. He said those guys ain't the man of the Lord. That's not the Bible. That's not scriptural, man. So you Israelites who are teaching people that it's okay to take a vaccine. We know by your fruits that the Most High ain't dealing with you.
Straight.
Right?
Straight. Even
That's
though, sorry, go ahead. I was going to say, even though it's not the mark of the beast, it's still wrong,
Yeah, it's still wrong, yeah.
right? And as a man of the Lord, you're encouraging people to take that vaccine.
Come on,
You know, you're putting a snare before them.
come on,
I'm saying, show them in the scriptures that they ought not to do that.
come on. And
Right? And it's there. Go ahead.
Also add, said also by the fruits you should know them. If you ain't coming in this name, if you ain't pushing this name every chance you get, GMS is one camp that you're guaranteed in any given video you hear the Lord's name
Yes.
3 times minimum. Because when we reach the name in the Most High, when it end the name in the Most High, and guaranteed through the video, you hear Yahweh Shemir Shai somewhere there, man.
Yeah.
So by their fruits you know them. So if you ain't saying this truth, he said, hey man, they ain't calling the Lord's name, and then the Lord's name is over 7,000 times in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? So if you ain't saying it one time, you ain't naming the Lord, man. Alright, so by their fruits you shall know them.
Yes.
Alright?
Yahushua said, do not as they say, but roughly paraphrasing, but watch what they do, if I'm not mistaken, because it's about your actions, which is the fruits, right?
That's right. Fruits of the Spirit, right?
So back on verse 24, Sirach 4 and 24, "For by speech wisdom shall be known, and learning by the word of the tongue," which is what we said about looking up words, right? Understanding what you're reading.
Well, it was the Ruach HaKodesh, man. The holy tongue. Alright? If you ain't speaking, alright? So if you ain't speaking from this book, right, the Lord ain't dealing with you. Right? He said, lean not unto thy own understanding. That means what you think is right. Right? The Bible, the complete book, it says, whoever adds or take from this book, all the plagues be added unto them. Right? That's some serious judgment, man. There's a lot of plagues in this book, man. Don't call it a good book. It's also a bad book, man, if you listen to the Lord.
Beautiful point. I'm glad to bring that up because that's a precept here. This is Job 4 and 21. It says, "Doeth not their excellency which is in them go away? They die. They die even without wisdom."
And that's,
So this is a serious thing. That's what brother just said. Right? The Lord's going to see to it that he puts you to the side. Right? And we know Zechariah 13 and 8, it talks about that, what he does with 2/3 of our people. You know what I'm saying? So this wisdom, knowledge and understanding is the oil of influence. And it is consistent. It is living waters. It is the bread. It is the honey. It's everything. Right? This is also that beautiful woman you call Sophia. That's in the scripture. Sophia. Yeah, you know. That's the scriptures. Go ahead.
precept backing up what you
Yeah,
said
bring
too
it up.
about not leaning on your own understanding. This is Sirach 6 and 2. It says, "Extol not thyself in thy own counsel, or in the counsel of thy own heart."
I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? No, don't know what you're saying, because that's from scriptures, man.
Yeah.
Alright? You read
And
it?
then it says that thy soul be not torn in pieces as a bull strayeth alone.
And one other thing with the Tory soul into pieces is them nuclear missiles, man. Right? Them ICBM missiles. You're gonna eat with Esau. Right? You're gonna sit at the table of dragons and devils, man, if you don't adhere to this truth. Right?
And then it says, verse 3, "Thou shalt eat up thy leaves, and lose thy fruit."
And the fruit, again, is understanding. Right? The truth, understand the Bible, and again, by the fruit you should know them. So you lose the fruit, which is what were given to you. It was given to us by the Lord for free, and we're given to you for free because the Lord has commanded us to do so. Okay? So this fruit has been heralded worldwide. They have no reason to say, I don't know what it was. And I said, this truth we would preach in the all kingdom of the earth, 4 corners of the earth. Okay? Through what? Does it mean we have to go there and see east? I said, most eyes is like planned. Because if it relied on us taking a plane to go somewhere, then this should be hindered. But now we need to do it through YouTube, man. We sit right here in our homes, adhering to Esau's laws, right, and send the truth out. These fruits, right? Eat up and enjoy.
Yeah, Nate traveled and he had to get the vaccine.
Done.
Right?
Before
Before the COVID, he had to take a whole bunch of juco.
Yellow fever says he
Yeah,
got.
yeah. Get a whole bunch of juco.
And
So,
then it says, thou shalt eat up thy leaves and lose thy fruit, and leave thyself as a dry tree, which is important because it says, thou shalt eat up of thy leaves. The truth is the truth. So if you're speaking off your own mind, it's going to be shown. You know, it's going to be shown and declared. And then it says, and lose thy fruit, and leave thyself as a dry tree. And you ever see a tree with no leaves, right? It kind of, it looks like it's been withered, right? Even with fruit, dry fruit has lost its juices, which is the waters, that makes it, you know, plump, flourish when you bite into it.
Yeah, attractive.
Attractive, exactly. But when you're speaking of your own mind, and you're not speaking from the truth, well, it's going to be shown, and if you keep doing that, you'll dry up.
Well, what the Spirit's doing with you, you're not a person full of crap, man. Right? You ask a question, and well, the Lord spoke to me this morning. Done. You know? Sometimes you read it on a Sunday, there's driving and trying to find. And for a second, listen to them pork chopping pastors, man.
Yeah.
This is so stupid. You know? But one time be attractive to you. One time you're like, hey, this guy is saying only nothing but bananas. This guy is full of.
yeah, he has no oil in there. There's no oil.
Yeah.
No oil.
None.
I got something to back up what you're saying.
Yeah,
This is John chapter 15, verse 1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. That's another thing. Like if you follow Yahweh Shem Yoshai and you're plugged in, you're gonna have more fruit. You're gonna have followers or disciples under Yahweh Shai, and you're gonna purge it. And then that means they're gonna have like what we're doing. You know, we're disciples under disciples. You know, so that's what it's going into. You know? And it says, now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine, no more can ye except ye abide in me. So it all goes back to Yahweh Shem Yoshai at the end of the day. For it doesn't matter how many subscribers you got, how many likes you get, or whatever. That's all really the Lord's glory.
Yeah.
It's not really yours. You know, that's just borrowed stuff that you got.
Well, that's why we start off in saying all praises.
That's right.
To Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. Right?
Just to back him up.
What precept was that too, by the way?
John chapter 15, the whole thing.
Yeah, I like that because you said you're clean by the word. So that's gonna cut that you have to get dipped in some dirty water, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're clean by the word. All right.
So this is the book of Isaiah 55 and 8, and it reads, for my thoughts are not your thoughts.
I was just thinking about that.
Right? Neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Break it down.
Basically, your thoughts is through this, to the heavenly power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? So he's giving us the thoughts for us to read and understand this book, right? And to the apostles and elders, we get a lot of understanding, right?
This is Sirach.
Beautiful point.
This is back to Sirach 4, 25 now. It says, in no wise speak against the truth, but be abashed, abashed,
Yeah.
Abashed.
Okay.
If someone wants to look that up too. Yeah, it's
Okay.
It says, in no wise speak against the truth, but be abashed of the error of thine own ignorance. Be not ashamed to confess thy sins, and force not the course of the river. You know, that's very important too, because, you know, the scriptures say that a wise man hides his sins, roughly paraphrasing, but there's a time to bring out.
So bashful, like it's like
No, yeah, go ahead.
it's a definition. Ashamed or embarrassed. So each other thing when he says is bashful, like,
beat up.
it gets red in the face and shy, right?
Yeah. I'll read that again. It's not a definition. says, in no wise speak against the truth, but be abashed of the error of thine ignorance.
So be embarrassed, you know. So it's easy to say, oh, you know.
Yeah, be ashamed.
Yeah, be
'cause then
ashamed.
if you're ashamed, then at least it knows that you know you went off.
Come.
Or else,
Come.
if you weren't ashamed, you wouldn't.
Maybe you're not shameless.
Is that-
because
yeah,
it's like
shameless.
shameless woman's got that dog, so you don't you like you want to say I'm shamed, you know, all right.
Yeah.
You got me.
Humility.
You know, humility, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come. Verse 25. Verse 26. Be not ashamed to confess thy sins, and that's important too, because sometimes, man, if you really speak about your testimony,